All right, y'all. I hadn't forgotten about you. Don't get testy with me. I am here to tell you about the hunt for ammo. Friday through Sunday. That's right, every Friday through Sunday, and on Sunday I report to you. Now, I got started a little early. I got a call from a little birdie. You know, the kind of little birdie like from Game of Thrones, right? I got little birdies. And little birdie called me and said, hey, you better hurry up. It's running like wildfire. They got some ammo down here. You know, and I'm always looking for 22, right? And you can see the squirrels, they're running their wheel again. Anyway, them flying squirrels. Anyhow, actually, sugar gliders, right? I know you guys love them. Anyhow, back to the story. I got a call from him, and I got down there, and they allowed 2 boxes of each caliber per person. So, my first trip, I went in as me, and I got me 2 boxes of Christina Aguilera, you know, Aguilera 22 ammo, Christina Aguilera 22 ammo, and 2 boxes of 17 Winchester Super Mag. Really great varmint and small game hunting one, or like, you know, coyotes, things like that, right? Doesn't leave much. It shoots like a rocket or a laser or both, right? That's a good one. And believe it or not, 17 Winchester Super Mag, right? Rimfire, right? This thing was $17 for a 17 caliber bullet. That's funny. There's 50 in a box. So there's 100 rounds. And then I got my 22 for $3.99 each box. And this is pretty good quality 22, and it's the super extra, right? Because we like super extra Christina Aguilera. So then I went out to the car, grabbed a coffee real quick, switched up to my red outfit, right? And then put my glasses on and went back in and got me 2 more boxes of Christina Aguilera 22 ammo, extra super. And they had a box of this there, 300 AAC Blackout. Now, this was a little more spendier. I've heard some people paying as much as like over $2 a round for this. That's just darn crazy, right? That's crazy. But this stuff wasn't that bad. It's about $40 for 150 rounds. Still pretty expensive. Not the subsonic stuff. This is the supersonic 150 grain stuff. So I got that set aside. Then I went, dropped my son off at work, came back, and by the time I did that with another outfit, there was only 2 boxes of 22 left. So I got those. So that was Wednesday. Now, Saturday, they get the order at Sportsmans. This was at Field and Stream, okay? So be checking your Field and Stream. Make a friend there. Get a birdie. Have them tweet, right? Okay, now, on Saturday I went again. They got a big shipment, I heard, this time. And boy, was that true. But they also had a big line. I showed up there at a little after 8 because they open at 9, and I'll be darned if there wasn't a line all the way across the front and down almost the entire length of the building already. And some of them people were sitting there in lawn chairs and barbecues and drinking coffee and watching TV and shit like that. It's crazy, right? But good for them, because that is dedication. That's how you get yourself some ammo. Now, I went through that line, and wouldn't you know it, I kept thinking to myself, it's taking darn near 2.5 hours to get through this line. I'm probably not going to get anything but a box of 22. I was wrong. They got such a big order that I'm wondering if the next one and the next one after that are big. Because if so, something I heard that I'll share later with you guys might be good news. But until then, you don't take that chance. You get what you can get when you can get it, right? So I went in, and the first trip, I'm not going to show you what I got because I can't believe it. I'm going to leave it till the end, right? So I got that as me, and I went back outside. And I had a cup of coffee like last time. I put my glasses on, put my red hat on, got my other shirt on, right? Wore my jacket, whatever I got to do to change it up, right? But this time, when we're out there, I got to tell you something, back up. We were outside, and they sent a guy outside, and that guy started yelling at everybody saying, hey, you guys know the rules, right? There's only 2 boxes of ammo, period, no matter the caliber, for each person per day. That's it. And we know who double dips, and we're watching for you, so no double dipping. I don't know who they're talking about. Couldn't be me. I don't do that. I don't just double dip. Hell, I triple, quadruple. I'll go 5 times if I can. Who just double dips? Wasn't talking to me, right? Right. So I just kind of let that go in this ear and out the other and land in the other guy's ear, right? Anyhow, they're watching. Now, they've done some different things. You go in there, when you get up there, they got 2 people ringing it up just like before. Now, you can work that pretty well, but then they assigned a 3rd person. That guy's there to get to know you. That's right, that sneaky pool. They sit there and they ask you, hey, how are you today? How you doing? Good seeing you. And they try to get you to talk. And then they want you to ask you, what do you want? This is what we got. So they converse with you. They kind of get to know you in their noggin. And then they go get it for you and say, here you go. And then they remind you, now you know the rules. It's all you can have today. I said, yes, sir, that's true. So I got my first thing. I went outside and I came back in after a little bit. Now, I gave it a little bit because I know that guy. I know his job. It's to remember. But I got him the first time. That's right. I went in there and I got myself on the first trip, right? Not on the first trip, the second trip in, I got myself 2 boxes, a 9mm blazer, right? Brass, not aluminum, right? 124 grain, right? $18.99 a box or $17.99 a box, something like that. I got me 2 of those and I said, thank you very much. Didn't even recognize me. Different cashier. Out I went, right? And I thought to myself, boy, I better give it some time before I do the second one. Or the third one, right? So I go home, I do a few honeydews, right? Have some more coffee, eat lunch, come back, because I saw they had piles of ammo. Anyhow, it was going quick though. So I went back in over there, changed out my outfit. Now, when I changed out my outfit, I went back in there and stood in line. Now the line was much shorter. So the lines are shorter if they got enough ammo that you can still get some. But I went in, and when I stood in line, the guy got to me to ask me what I wanted. And he goes, now, weren't you here this morning? And me being an honest person, because I was asked, I had to tell him, well, yes, I was, but it was early this morning, like real early this morning. And I was just coming back here as I got off of work, right? Anyhow, he said, well, yeah, sorry. He goes, you can't have but just one a day, right? And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, let me ask you, can my son come in here and get some ammo? And he goes, well, absolutely. As long as he's 18 years old, we'll sell him rifle ammo. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. I'll see you. And I picked him up from work. So I waited, went and picked up my son from work, came back. Now, that gentleman was off for the day, and they had a replacement. It was a young lady. Woohoo! Time to reset. Yeah, reset time. Anyway, went in there with my son and told him, hey, I'll pay you back. You buy 2 boxes, because they had them of 7.62 by 39, 40 round boxes. So that's 80 rounds right there. And these were not a bad price. These were like, I don't know, like, I think if I remember, what was those? $13 a box. Not even 13. They were anyway, I owe my son $26 for 2 boxes, right? So do the math. Anyway, I'm not gonna take off my shoes this time. Anyway, and I got me 2 boxes because that sweet young lady hadn't seen me yet, but I was glad to see her. Anyway, there you go. 80 and 80. Yes, sirree. That's a score. And I thought to myself, well, I'll take my son back home and he wants to hang out with his friends. Now, I thought, do I go back one more time? That's pushing it. So I waited till 30 minutes before closing. And I went in there after doing the rest of my stuff for the day, taking a shower, whatnot, go back in there right before closing. And I tell you what, the girl didn't, she recognized me, but she wasn't out taking, there was no line, right? I went up to the counter and I asked her for some 9mm if she still had it. Now, she said she only has this range ammo, which is that lead polymer coated instead of, copper. That's perfectly fine stuff. It's 124 grains, moves over almost 1,200 feet a second. That's good stuff. And it's good for the environment. So, and it's brass case. So good for that, right? And she looks at me and she gets me the 2 boxes. She hands them up to me and she goes, wait a minute. Weren't you here earlier? And I said, well, no, I wasn't here earlier. You must be thinking of my son, right? And because I was here with him. And she goes, oh, that's right. Now, I didn't say I didn't buy any ammo. I just said, she must be mistaken that it was just me, right? So anyway, I got that ammo. So then I went to bed thinking, that's not too bad, right? Because that's another 100 rounds. Now, Sunday morning comes in. I sleep in a little bit, but I go there in the morning and grab me a box of 22 Aguilera, right? So now I've got 250 rounds of sweet Aguilera to go with my other Aguilera right there, right? That's right. And I thought, you know what? I best not push my luck anymore. I could have probably went back, but I waited. And I thought, you know, I'm going to let it be just at that. I thought that was pretty good. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section. Oh, I know you're saying, wait a minute. What was the first thing you got? That was the best ever. After waiting 2.5 hours, it was made worth my while because I was a good boy and polite always. Remember that, polite always. I got this. That's right. They still had big bulk 500 round boxes of green tip 5.56. Right? That's right, man. M855. Good stuff. Anyway, this stuff right here, I could not believe they still had it. And he said he had plenty of boxes, but they went quick before I could come back in and get more. Plus, I didn't need to spend this much because I'm on a budget, like a serious budget. Like some of this isn't mine because somebody else is going to have to buy some of it. But I was able to secure it because when it's there, you got to get it. Okay? So, going to sell a few things, whatnot like that. Anyhow, this was the very first thing I got. And I thought, you know what? That was worth the wait of 2.5 hours. Yes, it was. Because this stuff don't grow on trees. And it's going for a lot more than I paid for it. So, anyhow, I just wanted to tell you guys, look at that. 500, 600, 700, 800, 9, 10, 50, 1150, 1250, 1350. Did I miss some? Oh, yeah. 13, 14, 50, 60, 50. Yeah, about 1,700 rounds. That's not... Oh, did I get these? Anyway, you do the math. I told you what they were. I'll put it in the description below. That's better yet. Go check that out. Anyway, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to let me know you appreciate what I'm doing this. But it's getting trickier. They are putting people there to remember you. And I'm not too sure how much longer I'll get away with it. Because I am pushing the limits to show you guys that it can be done, though. And that you need to be out there making friends, right? Because it's not doing anything wrong. You're just, you know, seeing if you can get it done. And that's a shame that we should have to do that these days in the first place. Now, I hope you all had an awesome weekend. I hope it was riptastic like I said to be. And I look forward to seeing you next week. I love all of you guys. Adios. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you. Be safe, be secure, always be aware of your surroundings, and be prepared for what may come your way. And here's how you prepare. Now that's useful info. I love all of you. Adios.